It all started with a giggle in the dark. TikTok users claimed their Labubu dolls moved on their own. Others heard whispers when the room was empty. A once beloved toy, known for its quirky smile and mischievous charm, was now being blamed for nightmares, accidents, and demonic hauntings. But is there truth behind the fear, or just another internet-born hysteria? Let's find out together. Labubu, a character designed by the Hong Kong-based illustrator Ka-Sing Lung and released by Pop Mart, quickly gained popularity for its unique aesthetic, a blend of creepy cute fantasy and forest folklore. Inspired by Nordic fairy tales and magical creatures, Labubu stood out with its jagged grin, wide eyes, and elf-like ears. Initially embraced by collectors in Asia, Labubu dolls soon went viral on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. People loved the strange, playful personality embodied by the figure. Limited editions sold out in minutes, and unboxing videos racked up millions of views. Labubu became a symbol of Gen Z's fascination with alternative aesthetics, mixing childhood nostalgia with eerie undertones. But popularity came at a price. As more people acquired these dolls, stories began to surface, disturbing stories. In early 2024, a trend began on TikTok where users shared supposed paranormal experiences involving their Labubu dolls. Videos featured dolls appearing to shift positions overnight, emit giggling sounds, or cause strange occurrences like lights flickering or sudden cold drafts. One viral video showed a Labubu doll seated on a shelf. The room was empty, but the doll's head appeared to turn ever so slightly toward the camera. The video ended with a caption, "Don't bring this thing into your house." Soon more users chimed in. Some claimed they experienced sleep paralysis after placing the doll near their bed. Others said their pets avoided the toy completely. One user reported her daughter developed a sudden fear of her own Labubu figure, insisting it was watching her. Were these incidents real, or part of a viral content wave? The answer isn't simple. One of the most controversial moments in this saga came when a now-deleted TikTok video linked Labubu to Pazuzu, the ancient Mesopotamian demon famously associated with the Exorcist film. The creator compared Labubu's jagged teeth and wide eyes to depictions of the demon, suggesting the toy was inspired by evil. The video spread like wildfire and panic grew. To make matters worse, thousands of counterfeit Labubu dolls, often referred to as Lafufu, flooded online markets. These fakes, poorly made and sometimes with exaggerated features, were even more disturbing to some. Many of the horror stories, experts later claimed, originated from owners of these knockoff versions. Authorities in the UK, including the Chartered Trading Standards Institute, even issued public warnings about these fake toys, citing choking hazards and unsafe materials, but making no reference to supernatural concerns. Nonetheless, the association stuck. Labubu's name was now entangled in conspiracy and fear. Why do people believe dolls are haunted? Psychologists suggest several reasons. First, dolls exist in the uncanny valley, a term that describes human-like objects that are close to realistic but not quite, making them eerily unsettling. Labubu, with its toothy grin and wide stare, fits this profile. Second, people naturally project emotions and personalities onto inanimate objects, especially when they're anthropomorphic. When coupled with suggestive online content, peer stories, and the placebo effect, it becomes easy to see how fear spreads. A minor coincidence, like a creaky door or flickering light, can feel far more sinister when you've just watched 10 videos claiming a doll causes hauntings. The human mind looks for patterns, and in an age of algorithms that feed us sensationalism, those patterns often lead us to believe what we fear most. In response to the controversy, Pop Mart released several public statements clarifying that Labubu is purely a fictional character with no demonic associations. The design, they emphasized, draws from European folklore and is intended to be quirky and magical, not malevolent. Despite this, the company couldn't stop the spread of fear-based content. In fact, the horror narrative only seemed to boost interest, with haunted Labubu videos gaining more views than normal unboxing clips. In the digital world, fear sells. Labubu is far from the first toy accused of being cursed. History is full of alleged haunted dolls. Annabelle, made famous by the Conjuring series, was based on a real Raggedy Ann doll said to be possessed by a spirit. Robert the Doll in Florida is said to cause misfortune to anyone who disrespects it. Okiku, a Japanese doll allegedly housing the spirit of a dead girl, is believed to grow real human hair. These stories share themes: innocence turned sinister, childhood objects as vessels for the supernatural, and human projection of fear onto things we can't explain. Labubu, with its expressive face and mischievous lore, simply tapped into an already fertile ground for paranormal storytelling. There is no verifiable evidence to support claims that Labubu dolls are haunted or cursed. No physical tests, scientific studies, or legal investigations have confirmed any supernatural activity. Most reported incidents are anecdotal, often vague, and unproven. In many cases, the fear stems from viral suggestion, pareidolia, seeing patterns where none exist, and the emotional power of shared storytelling. Even the supposed demonic link to Pazuzu is weak at best, relying more on visual similarity and coincidence than factual connection. Pop Mart has never hinted at occult inspiration. The Labubu horror trend is less about a possessed toy and more about the power of narrative in the digital age. It shows how quickly a harmless object can be rebranded as cursed, how social media can amplify paranoia, and how the human brain seeks patterns, even in shadows. At its core, Labubu remains what it was meant to be, a quirky collectible figure inspired by fantasy. But its transformation into a modern urban legend reveals more about us than about the doll itself. In a world constantly searching for meaning, mystery, and fear, sometimes all it takes is a smile with too many teeth.
If you liked the video, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this.